If you're an owner of a Ford F-250 XLT Lariat heavy-duty pickup truck made in 1992 with a 7.3 litre diesel engine, and your four-wheel drive is shot and you want to convert it from an automatic to a manual with manual locking hubs, well then this video is the one for you. Today I'm going to swap out my old automatic locking hubs for four-wheel drive to manual locking hubs for four-wheel drive. The reason is this: the truck I have, the four-wheel drive wasn't engaging, and so I tried, of course, first to get my hands on some automatic locking hubs, but they were in fact non-existent for this type of vehicle. I couldn't find any at all actually, and I searched eBay, Amazon, all types of different. I found some supplier could make in the USA, but they didn't ship to Sweden and so on, so it was a no-go. It's been a bit of a hassle finding these, so I thought I was gonna give you a run through of what this type of vehicle, what kind of axle it has and what kind of gear you need, because I've been stumped on this. I've had to order back and forth and got the wrong stuff, so I was thinking I'll make a video and just show what you need for this type of vehicle and how you know what type of axle your vehicle has. Okay, first we're going to start with what you need. So what you're going to need is, of course, the locking hubs. They look like this. This is the locking piece that goes in the back, and these are the free range or lock mechanism. And I'm gonna explain that later on. But what you need though is some type of tool to work these locking rings, and not only these, but the ones that you have inside the old hub. So I ordered these, or I went into the store and bought these. They were like 10 bucks in dollars, $10 in Swedish kroners, about 100 kroners. And there are ProMeister hook tool sets, what they're called. So you have different type shapes of these. One straight, one at a 45, one at a what's that, 25, and one with a loop on. I also need one of these, a ring plier, and that's when you have a ring with those two little loops in the end, and you just put them in, press, and then you can pull them aside and pull them out. And just any regular plier would work good. I use this one for getting the Allen screws out. Some don't. They want to use manual force, and I can recommend that, of course. I think this works fine for me. I have arthritis in my hands, so that's why I try to take the easy way whenever I can. So, and another thing, it's good to have some towels just to put down, because it's going to be greasy, and it's also good to see what you're working with, what stuff you have. So one for the new stuff here, and one for the old stuff. So first you've got to get the screws out. Some of these, and usually they are, pretty badly used, so they can be in poor shape when you try to get them out. Luckily, in the kit that you get from ordering the new locking hubs, you get additional Allen screws there, and it's because they want you to have those that fit the ones you already, the ones that you ordered. First we're going to get this out here, and you see it's already loose. It's just in poor shape. Now here you have a locking ring. Pliers. Yeah, you see that comes out there? It's the locking ring from behind. Out. That sort of takes the whole mechanism with you. Then you can just pull the old bearing out. So then now you know, very simple. Good with the pliers. So in here, now it's just very easy. And one of the things I was stumped on is what's called splines. So first off, when I ordered, I knew that I needed 4x4 locking hubs that suited a 1992 Ford XLT Lariat 7.3 liters diesel pickup truck. Okay? And the 19 splines locking hub that I ordered, they suit that vehicle. But what I didn't know, and the guy that I ordered with didn't know, was that it's not so easy, because they had several models, one with heavier axles and one with lighter axles. This axle is a Super Duty, so it has 30 splines, and a Super Duty means it's just built for more strength. And the splines are these, the grooves here in the axle shaft. So that was the problem for me in the beginning. I ordered 19 splines and it was much smaller. Couldn't fit them on here, of course, and it was just way off. So if you want to know what kind of axle you have, because there's many different types of sites out there that suggest what's what, you can come in here and just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, all the way around. Then you know if it's 19 or 30 or whatever. Okay, so this is a 30 spline with a 50 Dana axle on this truck. It's a heavy duty. This one, you might in the beginning think, oh, I'm just going to put it in there, slide it in. It's not that simple, I'm afraid, because you need to remove and separate this package. So just take your trustworthy screwdriver, because it's set here. This kit was set with 2 screws just to keep it together, and it's easier for it to pack, obviously. It comes with a lot of screws, this package, so you have the affordability to burn 1 Allen screw, or at least 2. So if you lose one, you have more in the package. You see here? Voila. I asked the guy that I bought this stuff from, should I put grease in it? Because I've seen some guys that say put grease in, some say absolutely not, don't put any grease in. He said it's already lubed, so don't put grease in it. You see there's grease in there, so just gonna heat that. Put it in like this. And if you screw up something, then you need to take it out. Very simply, just put in 2 screws like this and pull on it. Yeah? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, and the splines then go in here. This can be a bit of a hassle if you, like me, if you have arthritis. It's not the easiest job in the world, because these are very stiff. But if you are a strapping young or old or youngish boy or girl, you'll probably have no problem. Okay. So now this holds this in place, and you have 1 ring more. And this one goes over here. Yeah? So when you slide this in, it works on the inside with this. It locks that tight. Now this one you had to press, this one you have to stretch. And these are when some of these tools come in handy. See? And I must say, it did not go that easy on the first one. So I'm just going to pretend that it's always like that, easy for me. Alright, put this in. Now these, you want to torque these to spec, yeah? I think it's like something like 20 something with the torque. Like I said, I have problems with my joint mitts. I set this very low so it will snap when I get in. When I get that in, it won't pull it too hard. Really old cross pattern. And there we are. It's pretty simple installation, really. I think so. I did this on the first one first, just to see how it was done, and quite simple. First time I was looking too much for stuff, and this is actually, I haven't, because I've scoured the YouTube net for installation videos on this type of axle, and I haven't really found any. I had one that had the same type as this, where I could figure out the locking rings. But so now you know, if you have a 1992 Ford F-250 XLT diesel with four-wheel drive, extended cab, and a heavy-duty classification, this is the installation video for you. Yeah. And how you test these later on, you just crank your car up, the pickup up, so both wheels are in the air. You turn one, and if the other one turns, then you're done. Yeah. These ones only use hand force on these, because you snap them around like that, and they're in the lock position, right? But you only want to use a hand, so you know, don't use pliers or something to turn them. Just use your hands, because they are, you don't want to pull them too hard, then they can break and get ruined. Right, well, thank you very much for this, for following along. This video has been very long in the making for me. I've been waiting for these parts for a long while, and you know, between being a dad and working in school and all this stuff, you need to find the time as well. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. And don't forget, subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and also leave a comment if there's anything that you think I did wrong, or anything that you want to know if I have an experience on. If you have any experiences on, please leave a comment down below, and hope you have a really nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.